Greetings, friends. Jawless Paul here. I wanted to talk a little bit about a couple runs that I did. So I've been kind of working my way up on the Covenant system, and I recently found a build. And as you can see here, I got 2 runs in a row. I got my Covenant 9 run, and I got my Covenant 10 run back to back with nearly the same build. And so I wanted to show you guys what that was, because anything that you can do twice in a row, that's really hard in Monster Train 2, I think is worth taking a closer look at. So I'll show you kind of the basics of the build. It's actually not that complicated. And so the main part of it is Lazarus League. You're going to have Baron Grail, which, as you know, Baron Grail has like this ability. Let's see, where is it? Got this ability where he devours, and so devouring kills a unit, and at level 3 you get 3x their damage. Okay, so that's the first piece of the puzzle. Is Baron Grail is killing his assistants and gaining their damage. But there's so many good things that come from that, right? And so you can get double-edged arms. That's a really important piece of the puzzle. We also found, let's see if I can find her, the lab assistant, or sorry, the plague doctor. So a plague doctor applies unstable equal to the damage dealt. So what we did generally was we would get the plague doctor, put her behind a bunch of tanky units. This one in particular, hulking mass. If you can get dualism is what it's called. So you get 40 armor, and every time you reanimate, you get 80. It's actually 80 armor. So you start with 80, and every time you reanimate, you get 80 more. This thing was so tanky. Nothing could kill it. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor, you equip it with something, you weaponize prosthetic. You equip it with something else, you weaponize prosthetic, and then finally, you get the double-edged arms, and then you put that on the Plague Doctor. So really, you can pretty much guarantee that you'll get something like that, or you put multi-hit on her without that weapon. And so this was kind of a brainless, a bit of a brainless build. I think I used the bogworm, not the bogworm. What's the one that lets you replicate cards? The one with the let's see here. Yeah, it's not going to show me. Anyway, I'll show you in a second, but the one that it lets you replicate any cards. And so what I did was I replicated first. I think I put dualism on, and then I put smidge stone. So it's tiny, and I just replicated it like 3 or 4 times. And so you've just got this buildup of hulking masses that you know, unless they've got sweep, then they kill it. But we often, I think I used the quick weapon, whatever the quick weapon is. I think that's a clanless weapon, if I can find it. Yeah, the swift steel dagger, used that. And so it was pretty interesting. Oh, another thing you do is you get organ harvester. You get organ harvester on the hulking mass. And then suddenly, like, you don't get that many kills with the hulking mass, but you get a couple. And so the hulking mass ends up just getting tons and tons of reanimate. I also use the Hydra armed horror, which is it's a rare card, so it's less likely to find, but you get so many weapons with this build. And so the Hydra armed horror had, like, you know, 5 times multi-strike or something ridiculous like that. Yeah, that's kind of the basics of it. I think for the first build, I had the Luna Coven. Nothing too special here. I think I was just, or no, it wasn't the Luna Coven. It must have been the Stygian Guard. Yeah, because I was trying to level it up. And so I got some like extra draw. I got some mute, maybe, and maybe a little bit of incant. Nothing really that impactful. And then for the second one, the Covenant 10 one, I grabbed the Awoken. I almost forget the name, but nothing too special here either. Really, just a basic run. I think I had maybe one of those thorns guys. Yeah, the Thorned Hollow. I had one of him, and he was getting tons of health and tons of spikes. But Yeah, I just thought I would share a quick video showcasing that. I didn't record the run, but I can explain it here pretty easily, I think. But yeah, this game is so much fun, and I've just been like playing the heck out of it. But yeah, it was Life Mother's Pyre. That's the one that I used. So you're gonna want that. Okay, yeah, this is probably the best one. This combination is the best. And so you have the scissor hands and this guy. So yeah, not a whole lot of RNG either in this. I think one of the big things was making sure that you get the ability to devour units with this guy. That just gives him, like, he had like 600 or 700 damage consistently by the end of by the time he was fighting the boss. And I put him in the top floor. Anyway, that is the thing, and I hope that is helpful for you if you're climbing the ranks and you haven't tried Baron, the Baron Grail guy. Give him a try and see if you can have the same level of success that I did. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Watch this video next if you want, and yeah, we'll see you soon. So long.